YouTube and Happy New Year. So it's the 7th of January now, Friday, which is pull day for me. About to go in for pull. But yeah, 7 days into the new year, and I would say that off season has now started. So this is probably the start of me, vlogging my off season as I promised to do. So yeah, I'm just going to keep up the content around my training, around my nutrition, kind of, especially now I'm back on track with tracking my food. So I spent December not tracking just because I just needed the break mentally, emotionally, and just to enjoy so many social occasions I had. It gets to a point when, okay, yeah, I've got something on the weekend, fine. But for me to be catching up from all the social stuff that I missed and all the friends that I missed while I was prepping, it required a lot of events, let's say, largely focused around drinking. And sorry, I'm just getting my creatine in before I train. Not that there's any good time to take creatine, by the way, but this one has actigin in it, which is recommended that you have that around your actual training. So I thought I would. It's the strong creatine. It's strawberry kiwi flavour, which, to be honest, I'm not a fan. I'll probably, like, once this is done, I'll go back to having just like unflavoured creatine and mixing it in with my intra, because I'm not vibing this. But I just thought, ooh, I'll try a flavoured creatine and see how it goes. But unless they up the flavour game, I'm good. But yes, I didn't track in December, and yeah, it's had some effect on my body composition, which I have been open about and shared. And I think it did actually resonate with a lot of people. I got a lot of messages just saying, like, thank God someone's admitting it. Like, you know, when you've restricted yourself for so long, especially for me, like doing a year of a food plan from July to July, and then from July onwards, you know, just tracking into my next shows, it's still just rigid, and I just needed a mental break from monitoring my food every single day. Does it make me less of a bodybuilder? Does it make me less of a competitive bodybuilder? I don't think so, but you know, the Instagram will probably tell you other things, but it depends who you choose to follow. For me, it's done. I've got this month now to tidy up things and to just get back on track with that, and just kind of see how I can get my body composition by the end of the month, and then see when I can actually start pushing up food and things again, because at the moment I'm obviously tapering it down. I've added in 3 lots of 20 minutes cardio as well, just Stairmaster, which is my old friend, and that's all right. I've done 2 sessions so far this week, got 1 more to go, so we're on a good track. But yes, I am training pull today with an old sort of Pure Gym colleague. Actually, she's a bit of a beast, is Jane. She's been in the industry a lot longer than me. She's been training a lot longer than me. But yeah, I am going to go through my pull session basically with you today and show you kind of what it's like. It's been consistent for about 8 weeks now. I've been doing this session at Altered Image, so I'll take you through my session, basically show you what I'm up to. It's like 4 big pull movements, and then it goes into a little bit of a couple of chest and shoulder exercises, and we finish with like arms basically. So it's pull focused with a little bit of other stuff at the end, which I've talked about in previous videos. That's how I'm doing my split at the moment, just to make sure I cover all bases across the week. So it's going really well. I will hop into that and I will see you in the gym. Also, before I hop across the road to the gym, I thought I'd just mention as well that Impact have sent me Ride On, which is a product from HR Labs, and basically Paul, the owner, said he wanted me to try it out and give it from a female perspective. I mean, the name Ride On means that it's kind of been more well received by a male audience, because it's like for libido, but it's also for like blood flow, general moods, like pumps in the gym. So you can take it on your rest days, and then also before training as well, take some, and it should get a good pump. And obviously for a pull session, I feel like that's going to be a good idea. So I'm going to take a couple before my session and see if I get a good pump basically, and I'll let you all know how it goes. Straight in with the voiceover. This is my first exercise of my pull sessions, and it's a single arm chest supported pull down. So I use the bench just to kind of allow for nothing to kind of interfere with me focusing on the lats in this movement, because that's what I want to get switched on at the end of the day and activated. And so I'm thinking about pulling through my elbow and following that path of my elbow down into my back pocket. So get a good stretch at the top, and then driving the elbow through and down into the back pocket. By the end of these 2 working sets, my lats are absolutely on fire and I'm ready to go. We've got our lovely Jane demonstrating exercise 2 of the plan. So this is the hammer strength unilateral front pull down, and it's a really, really nice one actually. So she's just demoing this really well. It was really good to train with Jane today actually, because she's been training a lot longer than me, a lot more years under a belt of bodybuilding, so it was great to get some cues from her. So Jane kept cueing me to pull through my elbow on this one. It's tempting a lot with movements like this to just kind of yank the weight, and with that you're not really going to then be targeting the lat, which is obviously what we want here. So yeah, just cueing me to just pull through that elbow. It's stuff that I know, but sometimes hearing it when you're in this set, it's really, really valuable. And so yeah, I really valued having Jane there on this session. But yeah, obviously as the set goes on, you're kind of more inclined to yank, but just really, really keep that focus on kind of what we're actually trying to do. And yeah, just leading with that elbow, driving down, keeping that same movement path throughout each rep. Obviously towards the end, you know when it's time to stop, when you are kind of, there we go. So next up was deadlift. I've been running these up for obviously quite a few weeks now, about 8 weeks I've been doing this in my programme. And today really just dropped the weight to focus on form, and I let Jane kind of cue me through it. So I am actually going to shut up now and just let you listen to Jane's cues, because I found them really, really helpful.
Pull hard on the bar, get your bum down, pull, there we go. Always get your hips forward at the top, pull, push through your heels, there, good, yeah. Good. Good, Emily. Shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. There we go. Push through those heels. Yeah. Go on. Again. Yeah, nice.
So short people problems now as I go into the next movement, the T-bar row. I mean, yeah, just in order for me to get my wrist straps around the handles safely, I've got to kind of just step up to it. But it's honestly worth it to have the wraps. And if you don't have wraps and you are kind of struggling with your grip strength on pull movements, I would highly recommend getting yourself some wraps. Takes all the pressure away from your wrists, stops you kind of going short of anywhere near failure. Say if you're just kind of unable to keep hold of the weight, you don't need to worry about that problem when you've got the wraps. So I would highly recommend them. I've got the 1MR ones. I use a lot of 1MR products, and they're all fantastic. But yeah, I've been running up the T-bar row now for a fair while, and yeah, it's just a really good movement for kind of getting that upper back overall. And yeah, this is the last one of the pulls for this session, and then we're kind of moving into some more push focused movements before we finish with arms. Another 1MR product, I've got the wrist cuffs here as well, and this is just really great at allowing you to kind of pull up with this movement without having to kind of put pressure through your joints. It just takes all that away. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep each rep consistent, obviously, until I reach failure, and then we finish. Then moving on to the machine chest fly. This is a really good machine actually. Get a really good connection here. So I'm just making sure not to come all the way in at the middle. You don't need to touch the handles. You don't need your hands to meet. You're more thinking about bringing your elbows together and getting that squeeze of your pecs in the middle, because it is the chest we're working, and let's not forget this. So yeah, just brace each rep and make sure that your arms are in line so that you're coming in and you're not kind of above or below the handles as you do this movement. You're just kind of in line with them. And then we finish with the bicep, tricep, superset. So I've got the dual tricep pull down, which gives you a really great range of motion. And then straight into the just cable bicep curl, which is demonstrated perfectly here by Jane. Keeping those elbows in line and not bringing them forward as you pull. That was a decent pull session, but I'm absolutely shattered now. I'm absolutely shattered. I often am after pull. And it's been a long week, to be fair. It's been kind of that first week of January, setting up lots of new clients, that kind of thing. So yeah, busy week for if you're a coach, but I'm actually going to hop in the bath now, have a bit of downtime and just relax, reset. And yeah, just I do try and keep regular baths up, as part of my recovery regime. So yeah, I'm going to hop in the bath and just chill out for a bit, and then I'll catch up with you later. Hello YouTube. This is definitely the worst lighting in the world, but I figure there's not much I can do about it. This room is super dark when when the lights go down, which is what, 4:30 these days, and there's not much I can do. So I'm about to go on a Facebook Live as well. I've got a Facebook sort of start of 2020 kind of group going this week, and I'm about to go live in the group, which is something I'm not used to. I'm used to just filming, you know, in the past by the time I've posted it. So that should be interesting, but yeah, it should be fun as well. I've been running the first task today, which has been about setting calories, and funnily enough, everyone's undershot themselves. Well, not everyone, most people have undershot themselves massively. So yeah, I'll be doing a talk tonight just about kind of why we should be eating more, and all the benefits and things, and just how carbs are friends and blah de blah, etc. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I thought I'd fill you in because it's obviously been a few days. I'm like this. I'll start a YouTube, I'll film the workout, and then I'll be knackered afterwards and not be able to do much else. Especially after pull, I was actually obliterated after that session. I always am after pull. Pull really takes it out of me. So yeah, I was just chilling for the rest of the day and then just catching up on stuff over the weekend. So it's now Monday the 10th of Jan. And yeah, I feel like I really am starting my off season now. Like I think I touched on that earlier in the video, but I am, there's like kind of just road to growth now. I've recovered, I'm feeling fine, you know, everything's kind of in a good spot. Like, yeah, I've probably put on a little bit too much body fat over the last month. Well, when I say probably, definitely. But that was, you know, kind of, that was in my control, and I chose not to control that very much. And yeah, apart from that, I mean, performance is great, sleep's fine, you know, it's a way better than it was a couple of months ago anyway. You know, I'm getting my routine back, going to bed at a good time every night, waking up at a good time every morning, not feeling lethargic through the day. Yeah, and I've set my macros lower than I would have wanted, but equally in a spot where I can sort of tidy up, which I have this week, just by being back on track for the first week. I sort of posted on my Instagram this morning, just kind of what a week's worth of, you know, actually being conscious of what you're putting in your mouth and adding in some cardio can do. So yeah, I just put myself in a better spot to just kind of really drill into this off season now. Kind of concerns around body composition, or just how I'm looking in general aren't so strong really. I'm not such concerned about how I'm looking. So long as I stay fairly tidy, it's all about performance at this point. It's all about putting on as much size as I can, and with that in mind, you know, I'll be leveling up in other ways, which I will probably touch on in the next video. To be honest, I've got some exciting stuff to kind of touch on and announce, let's say. But yeah, I better think about hopping on this Facebook Live, so I'll leave this here for now, but I will come back to you soon before I actually wrap up this vlog. Back in the hot seat. So I am wrapping up this vlog a little bit later than I anticipated. It's now the 13th of Jan, the Thursday. Yeah, I've had a bit of a naff couple of days, to be fair. Ended up in hospital yesterday, unfortunately. So yeah, it's I'm a little bit concerned about health, let's say. But you know, these things happen, and sometimes it's just a way of letting us know that maybe we're overexerting ourselves a little bit in a few too many ways. And yeah, I'm a bit annoyed because it's the kind of thing that's going to affect my training. So I've not been able to get at my sessions the last couple of days as such. I had a very poor night's sleep last night. Yeah, I don't think there's many feelings in the world that are worse than just being sat in a hospital by yourself. Like, obviously because of COVID, like I couldn't have anyone in with me. So it was a pretty scary feeling yesterday. But I will be okay, I hope. That's the thing. So minor setback, but we move. Yes, I should be trying to train legs tonight because I had to miss it yesterday, and then in for pull again tomorrow because I come back round to Friday, and then I'll be looking to go into probably a different split going forward. So yeah, I am looking now, like I say, to really get into my off season now, and with that comes some big changes, to push my physique forward. You know, I've had to kind of do a lot of thinking recently and make a few decisions around like kind of when I'm next getting on stage and how I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, I think there will be a lot to kind of update you on in the next vlog. I'm just going to leave this one here because, you know, I want to kind of wrap it up, to be fair, and get it out and yeah, I just need to kind of tie up a few loose ends, let's say my end, and just get myself better for the next few days as such. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. I promise. So not the best end to this vlog, and I did say as well I would give you a ride on update. And yeah, I mean, my heart rate has significantly decreased because it's meant to help blood flow, which will decrease your heart rate. So yeah, my resting heart rate's dropped by about almost 10 beats per minute, which is pretty significant. So that's a little update on that front. I'm gonna keep using it though, and like see how I go with it. I think sometimes these things take a while to kind of show the effects as such. But I will keep you updated in general. I've just had an exciting email as well, so I'll have another announcement on that front as well in the next vlog. But yeah, like I say, I'll keep this one as it is for now and get it out. And yeah, any questions, drop them in the comments below. You can find me on Instagram, message me, as always, you know. So I will see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.